Good morning, and welcome in. We are live from Disney's Hollywood Studios at Echo Lake, just taking in the vibes this morning on this beautiful March 27th, I believe, Friday. It's currently about 69, 70 degrees, very pleasant, going up to an 86 today. So we're just chilling here, taking in the vibes, taking in the sights and sounds. This is the earliest I've been to Hollywood Studios. I was thinking on the way in, I was here for rope drop at 9 o'clock, which wasn't as chaotic as I thought it would be. And it's the earliest I've ever been here at Universal Studios in my whole life. So it's really nice to get out and see these parks in the morning. Such a different vibe, such a chill vibe. And I got my coffee from Starbucks this morning. I came in like a breeze, calm, cool, and collected. And it's just an absolute beautiful, serene, um, just comfortable morning so far. And I just love just being here and taking in the sights. I usually have no rhyme or reason for today's visit other than to walk around and just check out the sights and sounds. What's up, John? Good morning. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Much cooler than yesterday, but albeit I'm starting streaming a little bit earlier than yesterday. Yesterday at the Riviera, I started around noon, 12:30, and the sun was already baking. Um, so I chose to come here a little bit earlier today to take in the cooler vibes and the more calming vibes. Got my Starbucks. I'm just sitting here on Echo Lake. I got my name right. Actually, I asked if I spelled it with an I or a Y because I have a running joke that I don't trust Brian's who spell their name with a Y. But what did I get today? I got cold brew with a light splash of heavy whipping cream, 4 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, and some powder dusting of cinnamon powder dusting. So, John, I hope you're doing well. If you're ninja watching or watching on the replay, I appreciate it very much. Just give us a like if you can. That's really the only time during the stream I'll mention that. Um, but we're here for chill vibes today. Um, we're going to walk around a little bit. We're going to check out the environment, see if we can run into any characters. What's up, Cheryl? How are you? Good morning. And we're just here chilling out. I want a low-key, comfortable vibe, and that's what I'm going to stick with. What's up, Jaquita? 91, 42. Wow. What a temperature drop and difference. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yep. That'll do it. That'll get you sick. Right now it's about 70 here and beautiful. 45 in Pennsylvania. Wow. 35. Yeah. Winter's been weird this year, especially in the Northeast. I would even say here in the Southeast, in Florida, winter's been longer. I know New York has had a much longer than normal winter this year, and we did too in a little bit. Nicholas, what's up? I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. Good morning, sir. On the way in, a young mom and her kid came by and said, "Oh, listen, my kid can't have this. He had too many sweets today this morning already," and they gifted me a Mickey cupcake, but I cannot eat that, unfortunately. I mean, I can, trust me. Uh, but I'm not going to eat it because I plan on walking around today. I want to get the steps in as we speak up until this point from my car. So where I'm sitting here at Echo Lake with a little detour in Starbucks, 1,553 steps. Our normal stream goal is about 5,000. Anywhere above 5,000 is great. What's up, Liberty? Uh, well, well, I'll tell you how it goes on with me. We just like, and let me turn around and say hi to you guys. What's up? Good morning. I'm Brian, by the way, and my partner's name is Iad. And what we do, we just do comfort streams, cozy streams. We just walk and talk and do like environments. Sometimes we do shows. We just, casually look at characters. Sometimes we try snacks. But overall, we're trying to get healthy in the parks, especially for myself. So we have healthy snacks. We walk around for the most part, and we just, engage with anyone, any new friends and old friends that happen to come in and want to share some of the magic. You know, that's it really. We're not the type of stream that takes people on the rides and stuff like that. We're very like, careful about, you know, guest experience, and we don't want to ruin that for people that pay a lot of money to be here. And it's already frustrating and anxiety ridden as it is. The last thing they need is people streaming in front of them and stuff like that. So we really try to stay out of people's way, including the cast members. And then in Universal with the team members, we try to be mindful as much as we can, especially with filming people too. I know it's a theme park, so eventually we are going to film, people here and there, but we really try as much as we can um, not to include that. So we're just mindful, just calm and cool streams. We're not POV, take everyone on the rides and wait on lines all day. There's a million channels who do that and do it really well and much better. I'm going to leave it up to those guys. But if you want to just have a little bit of the magic during your day or at Universal, we're just here to give it to you and just talk and chill and catch up. I missed it, Dave. Missed it. Sometimes I'm gonna put your comments like on the screen, guys, because the sun is in my eyes, so it helps me see it a little better because it highlights it. I miss the days I can handle walking the park. Stupid cancer room. Damn, my body enough. I can no longer handle it. I'm not 45. I'm forced to use a scooter. John, I'm sorry about that. But you know what? I mean, listen, it's easier for me to sit here and say that, but like, you know, you're here with us today. You're alive and breathing, and thank God for the mobility aids. That's why we don't hate on people who are using them. You never know why people are using them, and all that stuff. But I appreciate you sharing that, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, Liberty. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was long-winded about my explanation of what we do here, but we really, we do home stream sometimes. We're starting to branch off a little and do stuff in Central Florida where we live, and possibly get into the habit of taking you on vacations. We're still getting to the habit of making content. Next week I'm going to make regular content videos, but for the most part, we stream. And what I've decided is most likely, at least during these hot summer months coming up, to stream early in the morning and from the theme parks. Next week is all Universal. We have Epic Islands and Universal Studios. So I really like to walk around and take in like the live entertainment, the meet and greets, seeing the characters and stuff like that. So if that's your vibe, and by the way, better than all of that, we have great friends that come in here. We have silly conversation, uh, sometimes a little dark humor, but and sometimes deep talks. So it's just life that goes on in this chat. So it's really cool. And scooter riding is nothing to be ashamed of. We are blessed having you with it. Yep, my sentiments. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So, like I said earlier, this is the first time I've been in Universal. Wow. When I have the studios in my head, I always interplay it with Universal for some reason. But when I came here this morning, it was like they made me park by like where the bus transportation. Which if you come early, they make you park on the right side. So the past 2 days, because I came here yesterday to take the Skyliner to Riviera, the past 2 days, um, I parked there, which I've never parked there in my life before. But I've also never opened this park, which I did today. I got to admit, for a Friday, the process was pretty good. The lines weren't crazy long or anything. It was just come right in. It was really cool. Uh, what's up, Lugo? How you doing? Good morning. How are you today? Just soaking in some of the vibes here. We got Gertie to our right over here. You, I don't know if you can see her in between the trees. You can kind of see her butt in the trees. Ah, Brian is like having a neighbor. Just getting ready for work. Okay. It's good to see you though. Yeah, I won't rat you out to the HOA either. I'm not an HOA snitch. We live in an HOA. People say they would never live in an HOA, but we really don't have we have a pretty good HOA. I mean, we don't get on their radar about anything, and we have great neighbors. That helps out a lot. Sometimes if you have the wrong neighbor, that really messes up a lot of things. But we have fantastic neighbors. We have an HOA that I don't even know who's on the board. They don't bother us. We don't bother them. But they're looking to kind of reduce HOA's involvement this summer. They're making a decision in July about that. People are voting on it. Yeah, yeah, Cheryl. It depends. Like I'm blessed to have a great experience with it in almost like 10 years of being here. So, but it's a real big gamble. It's a real big gamble that you don't want to make because, like I said, the HOA could be good, but then you could have a crappy neighbor, right? Or you could have both, crappy neighbor and a crappy HOA. Thankfully, we're blessed so far. You know, we're not above moving and downgrading over time, but we can't do it now because stuff is too expensive and houses are like double the price now, triple the price of what they're really worth. So we're not doing that. We're in our forever home for a little bit until things change. So, but I could absolutely understand your reasoning for detesting HOAs. So I still have this cupcake. I swear I didn't buy it. I am gonna throw it out. I feel bad kind of throwing it out. I'm definitely not gonna gift it to someone because this mom gave it to me like maybe 25 minutes ago. It's been sitting out here. Plus, I think it's just creepy walking up to people. Well, she was very nice, but I think someone would find me creepy, especially since I look like a serial killer, just walking up to them with a random cupcake saying, "Here, take it." So I'm going to toss it once we get going a little bit. Tower of Terror is straight in front of us. We definitely are going to walk down Hollywood Boulevard later because I want to get, I'm thinking about 2 hours time. I want to get a little fruit and something healthy to snack on. I'm continuing my health roll. I'm getting these steps in. Last night I weighed in and I lost 3 pounds from the day before. I know not to get caught up in the numbers, but it does feel good to see it go down. Um, and I'm like 4 pounds away of being the lightest I've been in about 5 years. And I plan on like riding that train, so to speak, throughout the summer and into the fall. I'm hoping to get to the lightest I've been in quite a long time. I put on my Beauty and the Beast Belle jersey uh, yesterday because I'm starting now to fit into like Disney clothes. Like, granted, it's still very large size, like 3X, but I'm still, you know, you know, I used to be a 5X down to a 4X, which I still do 4X, but I'm noticing the 4X shirts are like kind of like teddies on me, and they're kind of like muumuus. So I'm slowly transitioning into the 3X, 3XLT, stuff like that. And hopefully, with a goal going down to 2X. So we'll see. We'll get there. Like Jaquita said the other day, slow and steady. But if you're just coming in on Brian, we're just doing walk and talks, guys. We're here for the morning and early afternoon, perhaps, for Hollywood Studios. We're just gonna chill right now, finish this coffee, hang out with you fine folk, and then we're gonna head on and take in the environment. We're gonna go to Galaxy's Edge. I really want to get a shot of those ships and stuff. I'm not the hugest Star Wars fan, but I respect the. I'm gonna get this guy off camera. You know, I'm gonna get moving in a second because I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. But I respect the franchise. I've seen all the movies with my brothers because they're into it. So I know of Star Wars and I know a decent deal about it. And Galaxy's Edge is so well done. So we are gonna take a look see back there because you never know. We might run into a stormtrooper or a Chewie. So we're gonna chill. All right, let me finish this couple sips and then we're gonna get going. I don't want to make this guy feel uncomfortable on his shift. So we're gonna walk around Echo Lake a little, see what we could see, and then I guess we'll go where there's also some shows today. Indiana Jones, Little Mermaid, which I've never been to. I've been to the Beauty and the Beast one. So maybe if we're walking around and we happen to catch the shows at the right time, we'll see about dipping in and out, see if we can catch a show or two. I'm not above that. So, but I hope wherever you are, where you're checking in from, you're having a great Friday morning and that your week went well. And thank God it's over. And we're going to start this weekend off on a good note. Okay. I need to find a garbage pail for this cupcake or I will inhale it if I wait any longer. Right. Okay. It's proof, unfortunately, that I have to throw this out. I am not eating that. All right, let's check out the lake. I always love this area down here that right below, just around the lake, they have benches. You know me, I love my benches and seating areas. And look, that lady has the right idea. She's either doing business, working remote, whatever. She's doing it the right way. Gertie's footprint. Here we have his tail, or her tail, I should say. I was thinking on the way in how Hollywood Studios has quickly become my second favorite Disney park, followed by Epcot. I truly love Hollywood Studios. I have great memories here from 1990 for MGM. But besides that, like during Christmas, they decorate like really using like nostalgic decorations, and it's a really cool vibe here. I like that the park is not too big, and you can get a lot done in a small amount of time. And I like their offerings of like live entertainment and stage shows and stuff like that. Donald and Daisy are out in the morning greeting people over here. I rarely find this place open, but I think it's so cool that they have like a little snack stand inside Gertie's ice cream, waffle cone. If I had to pick one of these, I'd probably pick this one to eat. I'd probably pick that one. I'm not so big on the ice cream bars, but ice cream sandwich, yeah. He had recently tried the ice cream sandwich from Animal Kingdom. When recently, I say about maybe a month ago, but um, and he loved it. And he's someone that doesn't really do snacks, and that thing was huge. I think it was like $7.95 or $8. It was huge. I'll get a little Donald and Daisy here. I don't want to focus too much on the families and kids, but there you have your little Donald and Daisy. Okay. But I think we'll shop. We'll merge shop a little later in the stream as we head toward the entrance, and also make a detour down Hollywood Boulevard to kind of get something healthy. I think I'm gonna get some fruit. I know they sell some cuties and tangerines over there. So I had the list of show times in my pocket this morning, and it must have fell out before I even got to the car. So I don't know what's going on. So as we pass it, if it happens to be, you know, a cool timing, I don't want to sit and stream in a line at all or waste time doing that or waste your time. So if we could zip on right in or get a show closer to starting time, we'll do that. No promises though. The only promise I can give you is the environment, streaming, and connecting with you guys. And I was also thinking how Ed and I have to like as I said on the stream a couple streams ago, we're not really like big snack, even dining people here. Not just in this park, but like Universal and Disney. We're just not big on it. Oftentimes we bring our own stuff or we eat off of property. But I told them we have to start like, you know, trial and error, trying out some of these restaurants and stuff. 'Cause I think it would be cool. Like I only remember trying the like Hollywood, I forget what they call it, Hollywood Vine, Boulevard and Vine maybe or something, the character meet and greet over there. And I did that once um, with my brother's family was here years ago. Other than that, I haven't really, besides having the Wookiee cookie, I really don't eat too much here, so or snack too much. And I want to try the sci-fi diner. I think there's like a place here to eat where they kind of like are rude to you or yell at you. We're not in a bad way, but like 50 style place, so gotta check that out. So we're gonna keep walking. Another favorite seating area for me is up ahead on these blue umbrellas. I do have my mic on, by the way, my wireless mic. If I'm showing you guys anything and you feel like you can't hear it, please let me know. I'll just switch over to the iPhone mic. I've been experimenting with that recently. Sometimes it's hit or miss. So if the video's bad, the audio's bad, just tell me. I'm not going to stress out. I'll just try to address it as best I can. But it's a beautiful Friday here. Temperatures are pretty good. It should stay that way for at least another hour and change, maybe, before it starts to really warm up. I'm glad I hit it today before it gets to that point. Because yesterday, man, I mean, the Skyliner was a relief heading over to Epcot, and then sitting in Morocco was pretty cool. But getting there, and then also walking around the Riviera, watching all those people swim in the pool, it was it was a big tease because it was very, very hot. Some stuff are not completely open just yet. I'm assuming they open. Uh, what did I have there? Yeah, I heard just some different. See, I already had my coffee. I think I'm caffeined out for today, but those sound good. Maritime mudslide shake with your choice of vanilla or chocolate flavored milkshake with Kahlua liquor and Bailey's. Ooh, 1850. That sounds good. But the Joffrey's cold grain with sweet cream sounds good. They also have a cold brew in Galaxy's Edge, which upon thinking about it, I should have held up on the Starbucks and tried that one. But we'll see. If I'm not feeling the caffeine too much, we'll take a look. See, maybe we'll get that. If I had to pick a pretzel from here, it would have to be. I always do this, by the way, guys. If I stop by a menu, even if I'm not eating there, I always pretend like, what would I get if I was staying here? I think I would get number two, the pretzel dog. Ooh, but number one sounds good without the bacon. Toss up between one and two. Hmm. So where should I start? I think I will start. I'm just going by vibes. I think I'll start like in the middle here and in the little hub, and then we'll head to. Oh, there's people lined up already over there. I see Chip. Oh, oh boy. I see Chip and Dale. We can get a little look see at my boys Chip and Dale. Oh, they're in the garden. Let's go see if we can see my boys Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale are our favorite characters ever. There's just a sea of people coming in now. It's even more crowded now than it was at opening. You can believe that. Let's go see. That's how I feel, man. It's Chip and Dale. Oh my God. I love Chip and Dale. Love them. Best Disney characters ever. Ever, ever. I also bought my pins today. my little my little slab of trader. So if I'm feeling a little frisky, I think I'll trade a little. Oh, this is normally where Chip and Dale meet, but sometimes, like now, they were strolling in the garden and stuff. I don't know where they're dragging them off to. Maybe it's the end of their shift. This I heard is opening soon. This little courtyard. This is where the arch used to be. We'll just all walk around. We'll go through. We'll check out Toy Story Land. Go to Galaxy's Edge. Just walk all over. I'm so happy to be here today, guys. I can't even tell you. I mean, how blessed to be here on a Friday morning. You know. By the way, I almost forgot our quote for today. We don't normally do a daily stream quote, and today's quote is, and this is fitting for some of my friends in here. A friend who corrects you harshly is better than one who lets you sin peacefully. And I feel that's apropos for my friend Jaquita in here and Cheryl and some of my other friends who will tell you like it is, you know, even if it means like being not harsh, but like real in reality. So if you have friends like that, you're blessed. You should have friends like that. And if you have friends like that, don't get mad if they're trying to lead you toward the right path, correcting you, anything like that. There's our boy here. We're right outside the Brown Derby, another place I've never been. But I love these statues for the 50th. I know, oh, there's a squirrel. Squirrel is a paid actor. I know they're trying to phase out the magic bands next year, I heard, anyway. So I'm not sure what's going to go on there, but I love for the 50th that they put these statues in. I love, 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 love seeing them still to this day. I think they put them during the pandemic time. I remember doing a little video on that, but I love that they still have them up. I hope they keep them up, to be honest. But I know one day, the parks aren't a museum. I know one day they'll probably take them down, and then we'll never hear the end of it. The way, oh, we got an extra quote here today. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. I felt like that for our YouTube channel. Like it always, what's the perfect thumbnail? What's the perfect camera to have and the equipment? And you can have perfect everything. It don't matter. Just get out and do it. I love this, and I love that my boys are represented here. Always love seeing Chip and Dale in these pictures. And the cute bear. This is really cool. I wish I had that. I would get a frame for the house. But Disney Animation Courtyard is opening soon, and here's what it's going to look like. I know some of it's opening next year. Some of it's opening, I think, in May. So that's kind of cool. The arch used to be right here, the old MGM arch, and then Hollywood Studios arch. But I like the renderings. I like that they're bringing a little bit of the sorcerer back. And I like that they're focusing on animation a little again. Because when I was here in 1990, 1991, I distinctly remember, by the way, taking the back lot. I'm not sure what it was called because Universal, I think, had one too. But we took the back lot tram. I think it was called that. Maybe that might be Universal. But we took it and it went past like these animators legit working on stuff. And we also passed, I think it took us through some sets. We passed the Golden Girls house, like the outside of the Golden Girls house, that they use just for like filming those transitions. Yeah, and that was so cool. I think I have that on, my older brother has video recorded footage of that. We had a big camera back in the day we would lug around. Now I'm just carrying a tiny camera, but in 1990 we had like an RCA. We had an we had an RCA camcorder that was like the ones you see people on the news with on their shoulder. So I think this is. So I've never done this before. This is the. I think this is the mermaid show. Now I'm hesitant about filming here because I'm not sure if my connection will hold up deep inside that building. But perhaps I'll do a little bit more research on that, and next time if I come here, I'll catch it. I'll see the experience of other creators and stuff. But we're gonna take a nice stroll through Toy Story Land, and then Galaxy's Edge, and then we're gonna come back and shop and merch and get a bite to eat. Guys, this is a calm, cool, chill vibe stream, but we're just taking in the sights and sound on this beautiful Friday morning. Hopefully, you're enjoying it with me. I have a Hopper sneak preview, which that movie is out already. I can't wait to go see that. Meet Ariel. You know what? I'm gonna get my traders out in case I see people I want to trade with. So I got my traders out. These are the pins I have today to trade. Um, maybe we'll see how many pins we could trade today. There's 2, 4, 7 on the board. Maybe we could do 2, 3 pin trades today. We'll see. I forgot to put SPF on today. Oh, that's where we were yesterday, the Riviera. Any of you guys have DTC? I know one of my friends has it. I always wonder if it's worth it. I go back and forth over it. It's very expensive, I think. And I always wonder if for a local, is it worth it? I don't know. But there's a nice little slight breeze here, which is saving me right now because I think we're entering one of the hottest portions of the park. There's like literally no shade in Toy Story Land. And we got a little Buzz over here, and what are you going on? That Buzz right there. Buzz is so tiny. Buzz is so tiny, tiny. I know he's supposed to be a toy. There's Buzz right there. So tiny. I like to show you the characters, but not linger too much unless they're like isolated by themselves, because I don't want people thinking I'm creeping taking pictures of them. Woody welcoming us to his toy box. I love this land. I do like it. It's so colorful and it pops really at night. And I remember my first time riding Slinky Dog. I'm not much of a coaster guy, although I love coasters. because of my bigger size, I'm not able to ride a lot of coasters. So it's really nice to know Disney had some plus size friendly coasters. But I recall riding this for the first time thinking was it going to be tame? And it is. To roller coaster people, it's very tame. And I know kids ride this with no problem, but I screamed on my first time. Just like I scream on Soarin'. I screamed, especially on this part right here. This little bank turn. I love this ride though. Sometimes I come in and even though it's a long wait, I'll just ride this ride, grab a coffee and a snack, and then bounce. That's the best part about being a local. Do stuff like that and it wouldn't bother you. I'll stay here one more time because I want to see this coaster go. I love this coaster. Like that moment there where you shoot off into the bank always gets me. Oh, here it comes. Ah, I love that. Nothing beats that. Oh, look, there's a little Woody and oh God, I'm so bad with names, guys. Woody and I have no idea. Jesse. There you go, Jesse. Woody and Jesse. So I'll get him a little by himself here since he's not surrounded by people. Oh, there we go. So I always find this to be the most crowded here. Um, we'll soon get out of here. I mean, we'll take our time. I'm not rushing, but it'll open up a little on Galaxy's Edge. This is the line here for Slinky Dog. I think that's the line. Well, no, the line's all the way up there, so the line's not too bad. I've seen it worse. Rode this a few times back in the day. It's okay. This is just worth it if it's like a couple minute wait, I think. If you could cash it on a 10, 15 minutes wait or less, definitely a ride to do. Oh, you can see the green men over there. Big crowd watching them today. Yeah, that's not too bad a wait time for that ride. About 30-minute wait. That's not too bad. That's not terrible. If I was just coming in here for that, I would definitely get on that. That line is doable. That's the new stand that opened, by the way. All right, so we're gonna head into Galaxy's Edge. I'm interested to see if we could see any characters here. Maybe we could trade for a Star Wars pin today. I have to get into the habit of actively looking for people and boards and cast members. I'm an introvert and shy, so I'm still kind of warming myself up to walking up to people. So, but one day I think it would be cool to do in the parks. See if we could trade a pin for every kind of land we're in. Maybe we'll do that next time, that little challenge. But I think I do want to look for something and actively seek a pin trade here. Which one of my pins do you like the best, by the way? If you had a pin to trade me, which one would you trade for? I really should show you my whole collection, but I don't have it right now. Maybe when we do the home stream next week, I'll show you. Right now, we're going to see what we can see in Galaxy's Edge. Beautifully done, just like Harry Potter. But, you know, not the biggest Star Wars fan or Harry Potter, but I can agree that the lands are well done. Which reminds me of the Universal Islands of Adventure entrance. This place might be a little crowded too. We're going to navigate our way around here. Oh, what's going on here? See, I feel like they always have character interactions out more in the morning. It's probably to like disperse the crowds a little. It's a beautiful ship. I forget the name of it, but I like that. I like how sometimes they come out of there. Now I know this land is going to start reflecting more of the original trilogy. I think they're starting with this story. Either they have started or they eventually will start. Have a good day. That's funny. I want to see what pins they have over there. $130 for that. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I like that one with the red. Oh, the Vader backpacks. That's cute. Yeah, Darth Vader stuff is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see Darth Vader stuff. I like Darth Vader. I pretty much like the villains and a lot of stuff. Never was big into Star Wars, but I always found like the Darth Vader scenes to be like really, really cool. I don't know what's happening here. feel like there's a million things going on. I used to have these back in the day. We got them on Galaxy's Edge open, these little soda balls, but we didn't really get them to drink. We just got them for like just to get them. And over time, like the soda evaporated and the bottles kind of caved in on each other. So they're starting to get a little warmer out, but it's not terrible. There's something. Let's go back here and see if we can see it. Stay in the shade for a second. Let's see if we have any character sightings come out. But if you really see this Galaxy's Edge from behind in the parking lot or from the highway, you really do see the magic of Disney and how they uh, recreate those mountains up there. Because in the back, you could clearly see the facade and poles holding up the mountains and stuff. So it's really kind of cool and interesting. I think this is Olga's Canteen, I think. It's, um, is that the name of it? Yep, Olga's Cantina. I don't know. I've heard a lot of things about that place, that it's good and immersive, but also like the seating is crazy bad. Like, and they sit you with like random people, like on a cruise ship and stuff. You know, you're just sitting at a table with different people. As an introvert, I would hate that, but maybe not everyone hates it. Ah, we're in the shade. Look how beautiful these mountains are. Really did a great job on these. I think we're on Batu. The Batu. I wonder if they do any character engagements up there. Maybe for like May the 4th, like May the 4th be with you. Like that big yearly celebration. Maybe they do that. A little extra stuff. But if you're just joining us, guys, I'm Brian. My partner's name is Ian. We walk and talk around the parks. We do comfort streams, environment streams, walk and talks, and we just take you guys with us. We like to engage with you. We like sometimes to have a little company as we're doing what we normally would do in theme parks. Oh, this is what we normally would do. This is what we normally would do, and we just, you know, like sharing it with you sometimes. Plus, it's nice having a little bit of company. Like my dream is to like, it's hard to make friends as you get older. So my dream is like, or a goal of mine is to make more friends this year, and to like, I always see those people traveling in like friend packs to go to the parks and chilling, and I always thought like, that would be really cool. I think if you had a bunch of friends waiting on the line, wouldn't it be so bad, you know? And dealing with a lot of the stresses of the park wouldn't be so bad. I love going with Iad, but I think it would be cool if Iad and I went with like other couples or like a group of friends or a mix. Just a mix of everyone would be cool. I mean, we've had some moments where we've gone with another couple, friend of ours, but it'd be cool if we get like a group of 5, 10 people, ride the rides together. That'd be just so cool. Sometimes I see people with big friend groups. I'm like, I get a little jelly because I'm like, I would love to do that. Okay, I gotta admit, if I'm late to the comments here, it's because I don't know if you guys just started commenting or they started coming in. But Tiki, good morning. Um, what's up, John Jaquita? Several seats were saved. Several, I think people still chilling, and that's all man-made. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I'm not respond. I'm really good at responding to stuff when I see it because I don't like to let comments go unanswered or not addressed. But if that happens, A, it's because of the sun, or B, because sometimes my chat comes in all at once or nothing at all. So that's okay. It's okay. Oh my God. I've become that people are avoiding because they don't want to get my shot. But little do they know I don't care that much about the shot. Like, I don't get mad. I'm not one of those people that gets upset or expects like people to get out of my way. I hate that. I hate that. I'm not like that. But unfortunately, that's the reputation. I ate in here once with my brother and his family. Never again, though. But again, we gotta start trying some of this stuff out. Well, that looks good. I gotta tell you about that. Falafel and hummus. Hot chicken. I think I would try that too. It's right here. Oh, I've heard about that. I saw someone on TikTok making their own homemade version of the Ronto wrap. That's good. I would get that. What's up, Manny? What's up, Manny? How are you, my friend? How are you, brother? How's your week been going, man? TGIF, right? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Wait, hold on a second. Say what? They have a breakfast one? Benny, where do you get that? Do you get that here and just ask for a breakfast one, or is there like a cart or something that sells it, or a place? Yeah, Cheryl. The view from top of Coronado Springs is great. Yep, yep. Cheryl, you know all the good spots. Cheryl, you're good with the resorts and stuff. I like that. I like that you have knowledge about that because you actually stay at them. So you have, I mean, I have knowledge of the resorts because I've been there, but you have knowledge because you've actually stayed there and experienced probably way more than I have and Ed has. So I appreciate you adding that in. But yeah, that view, you could kind of go as a non-guest for that. Go up to the hotel and have a drink and just see the views. Damn, this place is crowded. What's up, Beauty Ferrero? Hola. How are you? Hold on a second. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to skip to Milu. No problem, Jaquita. Oh, it's on the menu early? Okay. Same place? Oh, okay. Okay. Beauty, what's up? Good morning. How are you? Where are you joining from? We're just chilling today at Hollywood Studios. We're having a great time so far. We saw a little bit of stormtroopers. I was hoping to run into Chewie. But you know what? Sometimes when you're really wanting to run into someone, you kind of don't. And you usually see the characters kind of out the blue. Like, let's go take a close-up look at some of these ships. This is where I saw Chewie last time. And Chewie was scolding parents, like in a playful way, because their kids were dressed as Kylo Ren, and brother and sister were dressed as Kylo Ren and Princess Leia. I made a little short about it, like Chewie was so disgusted. But yeah, to see where usually Chewie is and some of the stormtroopers sometime they'll come out. Hey, what's up, Will? Good morning. How are you, sir? How are you, my friend? Hope you're feeling well. We're just traversing this planet called Batu. Actually, I really shouldn't speak with such confidence because I'm not sure what I'm getting right or wrong in Star Wars and Galaxy's Edge with the terminology. I shouldn't speak like I know anything about it. All I know is Darth Vader and the main characters, really. Even in the new ones, I know the characters, but that's the extent. I know, I'm not crazy involved in the lore. Uh, Bro, we got Benny, Manny, Jaquita, Cheryl. We got Beauty in here. We have some other friends, new and old, some Ninja Watchers. All right, we might come back to Galaxy's Edge again. Maybe when some of the characters are popping off a little more. What is that over there? Okay. Oh, I thought that was a meet and greet. That's the bathroom line. That looks like a meet and greet area. Unless it's like the exit of something. I want to go over there, but I don't want to be shot by a stormtrooper. Then again, they have lousy aim, so they'd probably miss me. Hold on. Unpopular opinion. Let me see this. But I am not a Star Wars fan. Don't even go to Galaxy's Edge. Well, I have news for you. I'm kind of similar. I do appreciate the beauty of it, though. And I do once in a while check in with it. Same thing with um, same thing with Harry Potter. I'm not the hugest Harry Potter fan or Star Wars, but I know and respect the franchises for what they are, and I'm familiar through social media and by watching the movies and general knowledge. So once in a while, I would check in. I don't mind walking through like I just did, seeing some interesting merchandise or like snacks or drinks or character stuff. But yeah, I'm not the hugest fan. If I can usually on a typical day avoid the area, I will. Especially Harry Potter, I feel that's more. I do feel it's more congested and crowded than it is here in Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge is a lot more tolerable for me in terms of crowds. Oh yeah, I know stuff about it only because when I was younger, my older brother took me to the movies, and then as we got older, you know, it became like a tradition. Just the main Star Wars movies, not really like the Rogue One or something, or like the Han Solo movie. Like we didn't see those together, just the main ones, the main sequels, and it just became like a little tradition. It's like a tradition too with Halloween, or like when we used to see King Kong movies and they released those, we would go see it together because my dad was a big King Kong guy. Um, and also, what else? Oh, like Halloween. Now that we're separated by distance, it's hard to do those kind of things together. But yeah, like the new Halloween movie came out, or Jurassic Park movie, we would see those like event movies together. Batman, you know. Oh my God, I need that for like my bedroom. Let me see. I think my issue with it at the park is that I grew up with the original. Yeah. Well, listen, I understand. Listen, I do understand people who get like sad or upset or pine away for yesteryear, which is me included. I don't get upset with that because I know the feelings of nostalgia that brings. But I'm also, like I was saying in the Symphony of Us stream we did the other night. At this point, I forget when, the day before yesterday, Wednesday. I feel like bring on the change. I want to see all the change I possibly can before I leave this earth. Show me change. Show me change in technology. Keep up with new IPs and respect old ones and blah blah.
Hello, hello, hello. Is there sound now? Is there sound now? I took off the mic. It was giving me a little problems. John, I saw your comment. Just give me a second. That's where I came in the shade to kind of I came in the shade to kind of highlight it and see because the sun is getting strong. No matter what, I will still always support Disney. John, do you come every day? Maybe I'll run into you in the parks one day. Like, how do you park? Do you like the mornings, the evenings? Yeah, the parks are always changing something. Speaking of which, right in front of me, which was a big brouhaha when they announced it. We have 2319, guys. 2319. Like, everyone's all up in arms about this, but I think it's cool. I mean, they're still moving. We're still keeping and respecting the Muppets. We're just moving it. You know, still gonna keep the classic Fallon, just minus Biggie. But I'm interested to see how this coaster works because I know for sure that's gonna scare the ever loving crap out of me. Oh, it's Goofy on his way to the greet. Oh, it's Goofy and Max. Look, Ralph. Last time I met him, I had issues with him paying his child support to Max. He was a deadbeat dog until I had a little come to Jesus moment with him. By the way, underrated snack place. I like this. Hydraulics, great snack place. Nice tables to sit when you can get them. But one of my favorite places right here, Baseline Tap House. Baseline Tap House. Ooh, I do like getting the pretzel from here. Should we do that or should I be healthy? I gotta stick to being healthy today, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? You know what? Those pounds that I lost this week, they feel better than any pretzel could taste right now. I'm gonna keep this roll going. I made a promise at the beginning of the stream to get some healthy stuff from Hollywood Boulevard, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's see. So trying to stand. Yep, yep. At the end of the day, yeah. But at the end, yeah. Well, remember we hung out. Yep. Right there, that table. Right, if I recall, right over there. I think Ro was there too. Yeah, Ro was there. That was a good time. So I'm looking forward to you coming. Benny, we'll get together with Ro. Yeah, maybe some others. We'll hang and chill. We'll have a nice park day. When I come down for vacations, I go open and close every day. Wow. When I move down, I'll have to see how the different times are on vacation. Yep. Remember? Yep, I remember. I love it. There's a Pluto right in front of me. I always get Pluto and Goofy mixed up. Like, as soon as, not, it takes me a second or two to register the name, but it takes me a second or two to shift through the Rolodex in my mind. Goofy, Pluto, Goofy, Pluto. I remember my first Jollywood nights, my first and only Jollywood nights. We came here to try and film content, and we kind of gave up on that pretty quick because it was chaotic and um, dark. And it was our first time there, and we were feeling all types of nerves. And we still had that vibe of feeling shy in public, which I don't anymore. Like 99% of that is gone. I mean, when I broke the mug on Main Street, that was a shit show. And when I misjudged the trolley tracks, almost broke my neck streaming, that was another one. But y'all didn't notice that because I suffered in silence on that one. But I'm gonna bring you over to like maybe a shady table here in the Express, and then maybe we can figure out some times. I remember lining up here, long lines to get my tickets. Just want to get in the shade just for like 5 minutes because let the phone cool off. And honestly, I'd rather spend the next couple of minutes talking to you guys. A little bit of peace. Okay. So if I was dining here, I'd eat. If I was dining here, and I had to pick. Benny, would you go for the Cuban sandwich or no? Have you tried this? It kind of looks a little lackluster. I would go for that. The buffalo chicken strips with ranch. I see you guys talking. I'm going to catch up with you in 1 sec. By the way, I've have eaten here a few times just to get like soda. There's a great place to refill soda. There's also a great. Oh, yeah. Look how beautiful. There's always seating here. Streaming or no streaming, there's always seating here to chill out. I'll never forget where I had my first Wookiee cookie. Right here. So let's sit here for a sec and we'll talk. I hope you guys don't mind taking a break from walking. Oy. But this is a favorite place of mine to grab a little snack, but especially a drink. Um, and you can refill it a lot of times here, as much as you want. It's a bit dry. Well, let me see what John said. You can be sure once I'm down there permanently, I'll find you in the parks and you can meet you in person. Oh, that's cool. I move in August. Well, that's cool. Well, visiting in August is cool because you're entering like October time, Halloween time. Around that time, it does start to get cooler, as you know. Uh, but wait till you experience the winter here, man. It's beautiful, beautiful. I mean, coming to the parks when it's hoodie weather and it's like 50, 40 degrees, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. So far, let's see what we. I think that's. Ooh, Indiana Jones is practicing his whip. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that was his whip. So we're up to 4,551 steppies. Not too bad, right? The goal, as always, is 5K. So it looks like we're about to burst on through that. So maybe, hopefully, we can get to a goal of like 7 to 8K today. That Wookiee cookie is really calling to me, though. Well, how are you guys doing? Plans for the weekend? What's going on? This will be my first time ever. Let me see this. This is my first time ever in 30 years of going to Disney, visiting over 200 times, and I'll be able to be in the parks. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I remember not last October, the October before that, I spent my birthday um, in Epcot, my favorite park. It was really cool to do that. I didn't tell anyone that it was my birthday because I don't want everyone coming up to me. But the cast members are really cool when it's your birthday and stuff. I just didn't want that attention on me. But yeah, Christmas is a great time to come too. But you're gonna, I don't know, man. I have a friend who visits from New York, um, upstate New York, and he stays on Universal property for weeks at a time. He loves, like, I'm talking like months, like a little over a month. He loves coming to the parks. He loves the feeling of traveling to the parks and still having that vibe of flying in, that vacation type vibe. Now, when he comes here, he treats it like a local. He doesn't go, park open, park closed, and hit all the rides. He's not that type of guy. He's more like me, but he still likes flying in here. He said he has a lot of local friends. He says like his local friends say the experience with the park changes when you're here, and it does. You don't have that, and I had that too when I first started coming down here as an adult in 2016, and then eventually I bought. Even when I bought property, but I still didn't live here full time, it was still exciting to come down. But your relationship with the parks change when you become a local or if you live somewhat nearby. And I think it changes in a fantastic way. Sure that that I don't know what you want to call it, that edge and excitement of flying in and dealing with all the traveling and stuff is not there. It's sort of like, he didn't want it to be like, when I used to live in New York, uh I took the Empire State, all the stuff people come to see in New York, I took for granted, so I took for granted. I didn't, it's not that I say I didn't appreciate it. It's just that it didn't really register for me. Um, so he said, and I can understand that feeling. He doesn't want it to feel like, let me see. He doesn't want it to feel like he takes it for granted, sort of. Yeah. Well, uh, so John, I'm going to say most likely in the beginning it will have that vacation feel, but it's going to take on a whole new feeling and meaning to you. And I think in a deeper way. Okay, so I had several stages. One was my vacation in 1990, family vacation. I hated it, even though my mom and dad probably saved up a nice bit of coin and they went through a lot of stress back then to plan the vacation. I took it for granted, obviously, as a kid, as I wouldn't say all kids do, but most kids do. I was hot, I was miserable. I see the kids now, and that's how I was. I wasn't like a merch person, but I was like, I want to be in the pool, I want to be back in the hotel, blah, blah, blah. And then it came back in 2016 because I saw videos about pin trading. I thought, oh, this would be cool. I saw a group of sisters who had a YouTube channel and they traded and they lived locally. I'm like, holy crap, I like that life, being so close to everything. So that's what kind of got me hooked, believe it or not, in 2016, being an adult. Pins. So um, I booked my first vacation in 2016. If I'm talking too much, let me know because I can talk too much. Um, Let me see. Yep, yep, yep. That is without a doubt, John, the biggest thing that I'm about to get to. Because when I came down, I used to teach in Brooklyn special ed for 20 years, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, and then self-contained classes. When I first bought the property down here, I visited my aunt. I'm like, you know what? I love this place so much. I told my folks at the time, my family, I want to get a house down here because I always loved New York, but I wanted out of New York. I knew that very early on. So coming down here, like on my summer breaks and coming down here in the winter and actually having a house here. I didn't have to stay in. Well, first of all, I came down to 16 and I stayed in Riverside, my first and only hotel stay in Disney. Loved it there. Uh, Hooked on the pins again. Wanted to come back. Eventually, I settled on a home here. Had the home built. Still worked. Excited to come down here. When I left, I was excited to make my plans to come back down here because that's the best way to get over the depression of leaving is to plan your next trip. So, um, eventually, COVID happens. I was able to teach remotely down here. I was still teaching in New York, but I was here for in 2020. Then Ed and I went back to New York for a little, and then in April 1st, 2021, I came here for good, for permanently. I know some of you know the story already. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but we drove down with the dogs from Brooklyn, came here for good, and just stayed. I resigned. A little bit after I resigned, my parents got sick, and they had to come live with me because they couldn't live with my other brothers based on the environment they had. They came and lived with me. It's a nice new house, one story. It was good for their health. My relationship with the parks changed again because I became, yes, a local, but I couldn't go anytime I wanted because I had to take care of my parents. And the times that I did, I was very attached to the phone. Sometimes we would literally, or I would get into the parks, like right through the opening door, and I had to go back home. There's sometimes I tried to go to the pool, which is no fault of their own. My parents needed help and needed me, and I was their caretaker. So, you know, it changed my relationship with the parks again. And I appreciate it even more as a local because then I would really fine tune my visits. That's when we kind of like stopped doing YouTube for the most part. I fine tailored my visits to like, okay, let's just go in, get some ambiance, get some pictures, maybe see a character, and get out like as soon as possible. Because we needed those breaks because we were getting really, really stressed. Although it was an honor to take care of my parents, we got stressed doing it. And that's just a human reaction and emotion. Yeah, we were stressed. We were stressed. It was hard seeing other people go on vacations and do this and blah blah blah. And I felt bad saying that. I feel guilty saying that, but it felt bad seeing my brothers go on vacation, other people go on vacation, and we really, in order for us to go away and do stuff locally or further, like when we went to London, we really had to get all of our things lined up, and it took months planning and having other people fly down here just to give us a break. And I hated that. I missed the whole going out on a whim. And, yes, I'm a planner. I like to plan things. I don't like surprises, but still, you know, if I wanted to go somewhere, we could. Yeah, we do have the pups still, and we have the dogs, and we have to they're like kids, so you have to plan around that. But yeah, so that's my little story there. And now that unfortunately, my parents passed this past year, um, I did find a lot of solace in getting back out in the parks, whether that's streaming or not. Uh, and that's why I'm so glad to stream. We're not streaming for gifts and grifts, and we're not streaming for, you know, see how many subs we can get today and stuff like that. I'm streaming because I remember all those stages of feelings that I had with the park, the relationships with the park, and I remember in 2015 as someone who hasn't gone to Disney as an adult. I remember seeing the YouTube videos and streams, or maybe not the streams at the time, but definitely the YouTube videos, thinking like, oh, that's inspiring me to have that kind of lifestyle. So maybe one or two people watching these streams will say, oh, that seems kind of cool just to go to the parks and hang out and have that vibe. So I don't know. What's up, Yaru, my love? Let me see. I'm sorry. I've been talking too much. Let me catch up. 3 years ago, when I got diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, we took a Disney cruise 2 weeks after diagnosis, and met a guy on the cruise. He just moved to Florida. Oh, wow. Damn. So we are leaving Pennsylvania, moving. What? Get out? Really? Wow. See? Wow. That's amazing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and that's just it. And the live streaming. And although I was a little jealous in a way of people being able to go anytime they want to the parks and for any reason, for a good 5 years, we couldn't really do that. But we did enjoy every second we could do it. And we did enjoy watching certain friends of ours stream and post stuff. So it was still nice to see. It was still nice to see. We knew our caregiving journey wasn't going to be forever. So that's amazing. He's moving you, your fiance, and 2 kids. Damn, that's very cool. I'm so happy. I happened to visit my aunt in 2015. She lived in this community that I'm in right now, and I just felt the vibes. It was so quiet. The community. It was so beautiful. So close. I remember my first year, just before I even met Ia, my first year, 2017. I remember leaving Epcot or leaving the garage and going to Epcot and just for shits and giggles. I was like, how long does it take? And it took 22 minutes to go from my garage to property. And then I remember back in the day, I would stay at the parks a little longer because I was still in that mentality of they had the different systems back then. They didn't have Lightning Lane and stuff like that. So I stayed in the parks longer and stuff like that. This is even before I started even posting anything on social media. I would just stay in the parks longer, and there was nothing wrong with that. And occasionally I still do that, but it was just amazing to me coming home at night from Epcot. Just starting the Indiana Jones show. Coming home from Epcot and realizing, man, I'm home in 20 minutes. That's sick. That's sick. Right, Jaquita? Right, Jaquita? You never know who you're gonna meet. I know we're gonna get started soon walking around because I know you don't want to be staring at this mug the whole time. But I'm so glad I came out today and I chose to come out today because yesterday, I'm gonna admit, walking around in the heat, it kind of defeated me a little because there was a moment I sat there yesterday. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, why am I even doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? But the fact is, I just like doing it, and I like sharing it. But I will say, I'll in the future, I am going to be smarter about stuff. Like I said, in these hotter months, I'm going to come earlier and stream, and probably stick to the parks, and then also stream at night. the midday stuff I think is like done because it's too hot. And honestly, this is just the beginning. This is nowhere near how hot it's going to be. It's going to be hot. So I think we're going to cut out the midday stuff and come really, really early for rope drops or do closing. So that's it. John, I appreciate that very much. I really do appreciate that. And this is what I I do love to do this, and that's what I like more because I felt when I used to teach the connection I had with the kids, it beat any like administration type stuff, all that other stuff I had to do. I hate it. I love connecting with the kids, and then when it comes to this, I love connecting with you guys. And sure, like I love connecting with you guys, but having this as a backdrop to talk about and refer to, and kind of just in our quiet moments, just look at and see. I like that. Like I'm here primarily for the engagement with this as a backdrop, not necessarily this in the forefront. Because there's a million other channels for that. And I watch those too. I watch it for point of views, I watch it sometimes for news. Sometimes I watch lives in the morning before I head out because I want to know the weather. Because sometimes where I live in Claremont, Central Florida, it could be a tiny bit different than in Orlando. Sometimes it's raining there and it's not raining there, vice versa. So, uh, uh, Cheryl, please, thank you. Okay, that sounds good, Lugo. Cheryl, thank you so much. You guys are sweet souls, and especially you and Reggie, and everyone else in here, who I've met in real life or not. Benny, Rel, like everyone's real. I like that. Even the people that do content here that I've met are real. I'm not want to be. I don't want to be caught up in that kind of like FOMO and all that spiel and that way of life. I just don't. You know, there are some people that quit their work and stuff to do it. I get it. They got to do that to like make ends meet, and that's great and that's cool that they do that and they're able to do that. But that's not going on here. We don't need that, and we don't ask for that. All we ask is just, really. I mean, sure, I would like more people in here to engage with and chill with. But listen, if for the rest of my like 25 years, 30 years, possibly, God bless, that I have left, if it's just 5, 10 of us in here, I am fine with that. Because like I said another time, I don't want 1,000 people in here. I can't engage with 1,000 people, you know. But it would be cool. Like I said, my goal is to make more friends this year, so it'd be cool to kind of like see if I could do that. Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I have to talk to you when I get home about that mic. That mic like glitched, and then people couldn't hear me, which is great. I'm glad they told me that. And then I switched it off, and people could hear me. So we got to do a little testing this weekend with that mic. Um, on Monday, we're gonna be. I have to return some of that stuff I bought Ed the other day because he's a medium. Well, he told me to get a medium, which he usually is, and I brought home all the medium stuff, and he was swimming in it, so he was a small. So we have to go back this weekend and return some stuff. So we are going to hit Disney Springs tomorrow, like as a non-stream, and then Monday I'm going to be back at Studios, Universal Studios, and then Wednesday Islands, and then Friday at Epic Universe, just to hang out and give Disney a little bit of a break and give me a break from Disney. Um, and that's the best thing too, John. When you move down here. Um, John, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have met you so far, but it'd be really cool to meet you in person. It's gonna be great. John, I hate my voice too. He has sometimes is like, look back on your stream, see how it went. I go, I can't, I don't, I can't. I've always hated my voice. I know that it's a thing when you hate your voice, the sound of your voice, and it's not really the sound of your voice, but I can't take it. Sometimes I speak too long and I get sick of my own voice. I appreciate that, John. I appreciate that though. But yeah. So we're gonna get started walking here in a minute. Uh, I don't even know if we're gonna catch shows today, guys. Whatever we run into and see. I'd like to grab a little healthy snack because I'm working my way up to that. And I won't ever promise like no rides, but I always say to Iad, I don't want to have to worry about internet connection. I just want to worry about people connection. So I just want to worry and chill with the people in the chat and hear updates about their lives and give you updates about mine, and sometimes meet, and sometimes message off stream and catch up with each other, share pictures. That's the connection I'm worried about, not the Wi-Fi connection. So I don't have to be worried about you know all that stuff. But anyway, I'm good. I love you. I can't wait to see you later today. Well, I hope so, John. My one fear was like I would do something like this, and this is the part of the stream I enjoy the most. Next to showing you guys sites and stuff, it's this. This is what I enjoy, and I feel like um, this is what I always wanted to do, and I feel like hopefully I'm not like I know you guys are telling me otherwise, but I feel like for people who come in, and you know what, if people come in and it's not their vibe, I'm always afraid of turning people off. Sometimes like putting my deep quotes up or like um, talking a little bit more deep, or sometimes I have a morbid humor. I know that's going to turn people off, but at the end of the day, if it does, that's fine. It's kind of weeding out people who really want to be here who don't. Your mother's here. Okay. Other people hate my voice, so I talk often. Chiquita, I expect nothing less from you. But I will say this at Disney Universal, and trust me, I'm not hating at all. But I will say, never underestimate. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna get moving. We're gonna get moving soon. All right, let me see. Let me see this before we get going. A lot of times, this kind of interaction is better than the hustle and bustle. I appreciate that, John. That gives me honestly an extra boost to kind of keep doing this. To be honest, I'm not all kid like no jokes, like all jokes aside, like it gives me a boost and a boost that I kind of needed after yesterday because yesterday after doing it for a month and a half, because you know I still have moments of in my mind I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like I could be home chilling, not braving the heat, not wasting the gas and stuff like that. But I don't consider it a waste of gas. Or the only thing is the heat. I'm gonna deal with the heat better. But other than that, I don't see it as any type of problem to come out and do this. But I'm a human being, so sometimes here and there, life gets to me, and I question stuff. But I appreciate that so much, John. I appreciate that. I was about to say, um, never underestimate, or this might be my luck, my Torme luck, my Brian luck. I find like a crazy isolated spot, and someone comes this like a whole family comes sitting right next to me. Which listen, it's free reign. You can do whatever you want, but it's always my luck, man. Movie theaters, everywhere else, sit in peace and quiet, and someone sits right on top of me. Because part of it too is people don't know, like not everyone knows, like you know when they see this that I'm streaming and stuff like that, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't give a crap that I'm doing this. But I also give a crap about them. Like I don't want to be doing this, and they're at the next table, and I'm interrupting them, even though they're sitting next to me. I still don't want to interrupt them. So um, I'm hyper aware. I like to think hyper aware, socially aware of people and how they feel. So yeah, I don't think that's it's clear. I don't think people see me as Lotso Bear. My goal is to boost. I appreciate that, John. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know without going through it. I mean, I have my own story in life. You have yours, Jaquita. Everyone has their own. But I know, I'm pretty sure you going through that battle has changed your outlook on a lot of stuff. And it's inspiring to see because some people go through that and actually get a little bit bitter. And I can understand that too. So, But it is fun boosting others, and I appreciate that. You guys gave me an extra jolt today to kind of get back in the game for Universal next week and keep doing it. So, all right, let me turn you around. I'm gonna keep going for a little, and we'll come back to doing this again on the flip side on Hollywood Boulevard. I still got my pins though. I'm still determined to make a trade today. It's just when I'm streaming, I forget. I forget. I forget things. I can be cuddly once you get to know me. All right, so we're gonna keep going here. All right, let's go this way. Let me see. Incredible Stephanie World. Deep. Yep. Yep. I certainly agree, John. It's a great outlook. Everyone here is fighting something. That's why I said yesterday I was looking at the Skyliner. Oh, damn. That guy caught his kid running. He was quick. Damn. Um, um, I used to say when I took road trips and I would drive past cities and or even in New York, taking the subways and passing big buildings or being on the subways itself. And yesterday too, the Riviera with the Skyliner. I'm like, all these people, or and especially when I was in the Japan pavilion looking down for the fireworks, all these people have different stories. You know, some are here for their first time, some are here after a divorce, some are here or after losing a pet. Some people are here with nothing bad going on. Some people are going through stuff. Some people are depressed coming here. Everyone literally has a different story. Everyone has their own pain they carry around. Yeah. But the good thing about this is that there's a reason. Yes, people get caught up in the heat and being stressed and planning and money. But overall, at the end of the day, the precipice, the reason for everyone coming here is the same, is to take a break from real life. Take a break from real life and for a moment forget things if you can. So let me see what you said. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were looking to beat the Heat, and at that point, they didn't care who they were looking at or sitting next to. It's easy to knock someone down, but it's a bad look. Yeah. Yep. 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 And I like to say, like, I was born with until I met Iad, really. I mean, I had some other people in my life, like exes and stuff like that, but until I met Iad, Iad's the only person. I'm pretty much grew up a loner, totally a loner. Yeah, I would do things here and there, but ultimately a loner. So I still had that mentality in me, which is why I think sometimes at the parks I seek like quiet spots, I seek alone spots. But when I'm with Iad, like Iad's the only. I said this a million times. People get sick of it. Iad's the only one I can really hang out with, like, and not get sick of. And I mean that in a good way, because sometimes I get even sick of my nephews, I get sick of my brothers. Eventually, you do want your own time. And with Iad and I, we do have our own time. But there's someone that, oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm 49, but I'll always flip out for Chippendale. I will always flip out for Chippendale. Benny, have a great Friday, man. What's up, Strawberry? Welcome in. Good morning. How you doing? We're about to see my boys. We might catch them on the way back. It looks like they're ending their time, but I like how silly they are. My boy Chip, he's so cute. So cute. Benny, take care, man. It is. If I was a Disney character, this would be it. Oh, there's Daisy over there doing her thing. I feel like it's alive today. It feels like Jollywood Nights with all the character meet and greets. Uh, they're kind of like walking characters and not doing meet and greets. I love that. Oh, Oh, look how cute he is. I love that. Oh, heartbreak. That's heartbreaking, Dale. She's like, what's that? Dale was like, what is that noise? That's cute. That's funny. Dale was heartbroken. But I'm often like, I don't know, when I go around Echo Lake, I'm reminded of Jollywood Nights and I'm reminded of the holidays. And those are quickly approaching. I hate to say it. Once the speculation map about Halloween Horror Nights comes out and people start speculating and they announce tickets and stuff like that, I feel like the fall and the winter just whips around. And partially that's due to me getting older too. I just feel like time is moving quick. So the older you get, the quicker time goes. So it goes, I heard. Yeah, I've been here once, Hollywood and Vine. It's okay. I don't even remember the food I had. I do remember the character meet and greets, so they're okay. They're okay. I love Disney though, and I love these Coca-Cola, like the one they have at Epcot, the refreshment outpost, the one they have here, the one they have outside Baseline Tap House. I love the variations of Coke they have. I wish they had like a zero sugar slush. I would totally be down for that. Give me a cherry Coke zero slush, and I'm there. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, that does sound good. And so did this. I just wish they did it with sugar free. Let me see. Doesn't Halloween for Disney start? Yes. And I believe every year it kind of gets encroaches a little more earlier. Same thing for HHN. Oh, let's see if we can see stuff. We'll hit that merch later. Do that on the way out to cool down a little. I do believe this statue here was like here in 1990. Like it was part of the park opening. Let me skedaddle for these people. I believe so. This was here. Yeah, they do sell those. No, no pin trading yet, but I do have it out because I keep forgetting Jaquita because I'm never usually in that mind to do it. Jaquita, what's your favorite pin of my pin traders? What would you trade for? But yeah, this was dedicated May 1st, 1989, when the park opened. So this plaque and statue's been here. I think there's Donald and Daisy or Donald over here. Let's check them out for a little, and then we'll walk around some more Hollywood Boulevard, get some fruit. Love is crazy. Okay, I was part of a love series. I have the rest of them at home. I gotta show you.
Record keeper before we came out here, and they were saying that there's an actual record to juggling tennis balls. Oh, how many is it? Like six, seven, more than that? Yeah, just I know, Garrett. I know. Just wait until they learn about 9 to 5. Looks like this if you play your cards right, kids. Yeah. No, they were saying that the record is actually 11 tennis balls. Oh, way out of my league. Gonna put these away, dude. Oh, it's not out of my league because I told the record keeper I'm gonna smash that record because today I'm going to juggle 15 tennis balls. No way. It's going down and I'm yelling timber. Well, folks, 15 tennis balls, that's definitely going to be a world record. So we're going to need a kid ready to ring that record-setting bell with Donnie D in the hand. What's your name? It's Zoe, everybody. Hey. Come on over, Zoe. Let's hang by the bell. I'm just glad I'm not in Dean's shoes right now. Check it out. He's got his hands full. If he can pull this off, you're going to ring that thing, Zoe. Oh, yeah, we got
Same thing, Jaquita. I don't know.
Oh, thanks. All right, folks, here we go. 15 tennis balls. Let's start a countdown. 99, Oh, 98. I got this. 97. 96. Yeah. Unless you're setting a bonus record for world's longest countdown, maybe you start with a lower number. Yeah, good point. You guys made reservations for Rise of the Resistance like 3 months ago. Yeah, that's how it's done. No. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, tennis balls! So we ring that bell all together. That's our record. Please give it up for Dee. Give it up for Zoe on the bell. Good job, Zoe. You want to take a picture with Big Donald Duck while you hold miniature Donald Duck? It doesn't get any more Donald Duck than this, folks. Come on, friends.
Sabrina, can you hear them okay?
Zoe. Back to Mamacita, Zoe. Man, that was awesome. Amazing. Hey, I don't think we made too much of a mess with the juggling routine. You don't have to worry about this. Well, I know. But I mean, we got a celebrity here, and I want to make sure everything's clean and we're having a nice balanced show. And oh, I've got an idea. You've got idea face, dude. What's this? Here we go. Okay. Oh. Nice. Oh, that guy wasn't impressed. Downright mad. It was cool. Like just a little short-lived. You got anything else? Okay, let's try this. Oh, now we've done it. It's the world famous bow balance, everybody. Yeah. You hear that spattering of polite applause? I know, it's like we're at a golf match. Maybe you can get us into record-setting territory. All right, try this on for size. Here we go. Oh, Donald Duck, can you believe it? No way, friends! Yeah. Give it up again! Dean, I'm sure it's just a technicality. I'll check with the record keeper just to make sure that's never been done before. Sure. Hey, record keeper. Yeah, Dean just balanced a broom on his
I like Donald Duck's mannerisms.
360-degree rotation. I did. You're kidding me. He said Dale did that yesterday. He's got a red nose. He's got the clown tricks now, I guess. You've got to be kidding me on his cute little chipmunk feet. He used a cute little chipmunk broom, whatever that looks like. Oh, man. All right, I've got an idea. Gotta go, record keeper. Folks, looks like Dean means business. I got a feeling he's got a world record up his sleeve, which means I'm going to need a kid ready to ring that record-setting bell. Someone to make it official. You, my friend, what's your name? Is it Saoirse? Because that's what Mom might have just named you. Come on, friends, give it up for Saoirse! Oh, he done it. Come on over here to the bell. Let's see what Dean's got planned for us. I'm thinking it's a world record, and you're going to be ringing this bell. Come on over here, Saoirse. Right there by the bell like your brother did earlier. All right, folks, this is what is about to happen. I'm going to take this broom right here, and I'm going to balance it on my chin. Yeah, I know, not too impressive. So, to get us into record-setting territory, while I'm balancing this broom on my chin, I will proceed to lay down on the ground and stand back up. Oh. Now, if you want to see me smash this record, everybody say, "Oh yeah!" Oh yeah! I love it. Let's do this. Here we go. Oh yes, you're shuttling that bell. All together. That's our record. Let's give it up for D. Yeah. Our friends here, shall we? Hey, let's get a photo finish with Donald Duck, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, we've been through so much together. We might as well commemorate. Here we go.
You gotta stand right here, though. You can't go fast.
Come on, friends. One more time for Saoirse. That was awesome. Yeah. I did not think I would see that in my lifetime. The only way we're going to be able to top it is with a grand finale world record. A grand finale world record? Yeah, dude, it's the biggest size they made. I've been cooking this up with the record keeper. She said for the finale, I should be balancing on this big red ball while
After this, we'll
juggling
go get
these
some food,
juggling
something
clubs.
healthy.
But I'm just hoping I don't have to balance and juggle all alone, Dean. Oh, Ben, you're never gonna believe this. What? I
Donald, your
also
favorite?
brought 3 juggling clubs, but instead of a rolling globe, come on, I brought a rolla bola. Oh, all right, this is great. We're both juggling and balancing, but I'm afraid it's not quite one of a kind enough for a grand finale. So yeah, that's true. Keeper suggested we get a couple kids on the end doing tricks with us. Oh, a couple kids to help us? Yeah. Oh, there's got to be some out here. Right? Let's see what we got over here. Oh, Minnie Mouse, what's your name?
Like it down?
Haley? Come on, Haley. This is going to be your stop for the finale. Dean, I got Haley. Who you got? I have my new friend Emery. Come on, Haley and Emery. Name a more iconic duo. Yeah. And you know what? We're also going to need a kid ready to ring that record-setting bell. Someone to make it official. What's your name, my friend? Emma, come on over to the bell. Friends, let's hear it for Emma. You know, Emma's here today. Emma, hang by the bell, and when I shout, Emma, ring that bell, you're going to ring that thing, Emma. This is great. We just need tricks for these kids up front to be doing. Oh, tricks to can you do a triple backflip, Emery? You know, like, just quadruple, you know. We can compromise. Okay. Emma, you see anything in the box? Any sort of tricks they could do? And, no. Oh, dude! Check it. You two are going to be our official ribbon twirlers. Congrats. That's right. Check it out, everybody. Kansas State ribbon twirling champion 1997. I had his poster on my wall. That's right. I was the pride of the prairie. It's a big deal, fun. All right. Now, my ribbon twirlers, this is what I want to see today. I want to see arches over your head like this.
So
I want
stupid,
to see
Chiquita.
figure eights like this. I want to see little tornadoes like in Mickey's Runaway Railway. And I also want to see snakes. Little slithery snakes. Like slithery. Little slithery. But whatever you do, just don't do this. No! So what not to do, okay? Yeah, it just makes you really lightheaded. Yeah, I feel lightheaded just watching it. Here, yeah, why don't you two? You don't want the ribbon? You want the other ribbon? You want to do a fancy dance for the finale instead? Do you want to help us with the finale? No? Okay. All right, thank you for your honesty. Who is a little unsure about a grand finale. That's okay. Here we go. Why don't you head right on over here? We're going to find someone who wants to spin. You want your little sister to do it? Go ahead, get little sis. Come on over here. Could you spin that ribbon together, do you think? Can you be her coach with it? Perfect. Oh, perfect. All right, here we go. Now, save it for the finale, kids. We don't want you getting ribbon risk, because, Dean, there's one more thing we need for this grand finale. Oh, yeah? We need a world-class celebrity front and center doing a trick with us. A celebrity? Where are we gonna? It's a big ask. It's a big ask. Has anybody seen a celebrity anywhere? Do a couple seasons of a reality show. Folks, we need someone who does not crack under pressure. We need someone whose feathers cannot be ruffled. Relax. Wait. Donald Duck has been famous for 91 years. Good point. Friends, do you think Donald Duck should be in the finale? Just think if you felt that way, you'd probably start chanting, Donald Duck, Donald Duck, Donald Duck, Donald Duck, Donald Duck. We convinced him. Don't overwhelm him, folks. Okay, Donnie, we just need a trick for you in the finale. Maybe some synchronized swimming. Yeah,
Okay.
folks, we're going to flood the whole park. You're going to want to kick off your shoes. Hold on. He's got something better. Keep your shoes on, sir. Yeah, that's right, because while all of this craziness is going on, Donald Duck will prepare to spin not one, not three, but 2 plates at the same time. Incredible. All right, Donnie G, we'll get these things a spinning for you. While those are spinning, we'll get a juggling and a balancing. We'll get those ribbons a ribboning for a one-of-a-kind, never been done before. Grand finale world record. All right. No ribbons. Go for it with that thing. Oh, boy. Ribbon around. There it is. And the crowd goes wild. I'm standing ovation. You shouldn't have. Emma,
Look at that.
ring that bell.
So funny.
All together. That's a record. Hey, Donnie, yes. I got you, my friend. All right, all of our volunteers, come on over and stand by Donald so we can get a picture. Yeah, the whole connection.
Gonna get out of here a little, head for some shade and get some fruit. I've seen that show before. That's the ending. They're gonna take some pictures and disperse the crowd. But ah, no, that's how I scream when I see Chip and Dale. That's one reason. Internally, that's how I scream. Because my 4-year-old. I love this section of the park, by the way. This sort of like Hollywood Boulevard, Main Street area. I just love it. Okay, so I haven't forgotten. I am gonna pin trade. We're gonna look at someone's board. Now the cool thing is that a store, a DVC place, Starbucks even, they have pin boards. So a lot of people, different people, they have pin boards outside the park, right there by the lightning rod, even outside before you come in. Sometimes cast members with phones and stuff, or by the parking lot have it. You gotta really ask, and that's the problem though. I'm shy, so you gotta really ask. It's one of my favorite places too to chill, right here, especially over here to the right. Oftentimes these tables are taken up. I mean, not taken up, at least in the evening. But I love these benches. I wonder if they ever did in this history like a parade here. But I think we're gonna get something fruit over here from the market, something fruit related, and I'll sit down with you a little more. But this section right here, I mean, down there is probably a little bit more crowded because some attractions are down there. But right now, it feels nice here. It's good vibes. It's not too crowded. So let's see about this Anaheim produce. If we could get anything healthy. Sunshine Day Bar sometimes has some cool drinks. The sun is really in my eyes right now, guys. So I'm looking forward to getting in the shade. These do look appetizing, though. Bacardi. This one has gin. Don Q Cristal. Rum? Did I say that right? Cristal? If I had to pick, I'd pick the cherry blossom. I'd pick the cherry blossom. That reminds me of Disney California. That Wish You Were Here, Paradise Pier. It reminds me of Pixar Pier and DCA. I love that part. That's my, I think, third favorite Disney park in the U.S. and definitely my favorite Disney park in California. They have Mickey, Daisy, Cars, Mater. Oh, they have some. All right, let's see if I can put you down. Well, let's go find a table. I'm gonna get my credit card out and then come back with you guys. Ooh, ooh. We might be able to do a pin trade right now. Let's see. All right, I see his board out. How are you? Can I just look at your pins? All right, I appreciate that. How are you today? Oh, cool.
Pretty complain. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. Can I trade this guy
What was it like?
for the I guess yeah. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You single?
That's so cool. So I just traded. These are some of the pins right here. See? I'm working on my shyness. I'm working on my. Oh, look how cute he is. He is so cute. I like the baby versions of the characters. Ah, he's so cute. Little pup. I love that. These two pins I have the Chippendale. I have this one. I like that. I do like this one. I wonder. Ooh, the Phantasmic pin is cool. I wonder if, and these pins are cool too. I like. Uh, yeah, I have these. I just got these the other day, little baby sleeping spindles. Oh, let's see if they have the Skyliner pins here. I doubt it, but it's always worth a look. You never know where you're gonna find certain pins, guys. And to be honest, sometimes I have to stop myself because they can become addicting. But they're addicting in the most fun way. And I want to tell you something about this. Um, so this trade that I just made isn't really. I mean, it's a good, nice looking pin. It's cute, but it's not something I like crazy dying for. But which is good because I was working on my. I was working on my. You know, just skills of being like talkative and get over being an introvert. So I was just using it as practice that way, not only for pin trading but for me. So yeah. But the cool thing is that I could just keep trading this pin and keep trading the same one if I want to all day until I get something. I should have checked, but I didn't. I really don't care. The real pins will have like that little diamond there, that little Mickey shape. You can't see it with my fat fingers, but like right there. So that's a real pin. Let's set you up here for a second. I'm debating whether or not just to leave you guys here and go buy the fruit real quick, or if I should take you. I think I might take you because someone might kidnap you. What do you guys have planned for this weekend? Anything good? After this quick bite, I'm gonna go shop for a little bit of merchandise, then make my way toward the front. That's true. You were my insurance that they probably wouldn't make it far. I'd probably find the whole gimbal just abandoned on Hollywood Boulevard, right there in the middle of the street. All right, let's risk it because I have people watching my camera. So, and I can see the camera from the cash register. So. You know what? I'm gonna take it with me because I don't want people thinking I'm like I don't want people thinking like I'm leaving it there for other reasons. I just thought about that. I guess it's kind of creepy looking if I just leave the camera there. In a perfect world, I'd leave it there. Um, let's go get something refreshing to eat. Uh, I think I'm gonna get a water. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna get a smart water and a pickle. I'm gonna get cuties. Oh, there is a pretzel there. Oh, did I have other fruit? Me too. How are you? You guys have other fruit than this or no? Oh, okay. I see. No, I'll take these. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment. Thank you. You too. All right. I'm thankful I took you guys, but all right, let's go get that back table. I'm getting over my social anxiety here too. I normally don't come sit near crowds, but we're doing it. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get you off the crowd. Bear with me for a little. Yeah, it's a good spot. Remember we sat here for Jollywood Nights? Yeah, when we were overwhelmed by Jollywood Nights. So that's officially my first pin trade with a board in a park. So that's pretty cool. We could remember today as the first day that happened. Oh, I can take this thing. Yeah, how's the dogs going? How's it at home? How's everyone doing? Take this out. All right. I promise you I'm not gonna be here long. Yo, I was gonna get another coffee, but in this heat, otherwise I didn't. So plans for this weekend? Tomorrow, I downloaded an app called Sniff Spot, and it's a place. It's like kind of like people rent out their yards and stuff, like Airbnb for doggies. So I'm gonna plan one tonight for tomorrow. We're gonna take them early. Then we're gonna come back and go out to lunch probably in Orlando, and then return those items at Disney Springs and swap them out for like small size instead of medium. Thankfully, usually I throw away the receipt, but thankfully I kept it this time. So I bought the cuties. Yep, something refreshing. I'm not gonna be. Listen, I'm not gonna be perfect. Time to time, I do want to try like maybe a new snack that comes out, but overall, I'm not gonna be that person that comes here every time and has like you know, A, stuff in the park, or B, stuff that's bad for me. They say if you feel hungry, go for an apple. And if you don't eat an apple or don't want it, you're not hungry. I don't know. People have all different types of like sayings and stuff. Well, they usually say, which I do agree sometimes, that sometimes you're actually thirsty and not hungry. I do agree with that. This cutie peeled quick. You guys hear me? I'm trying to like whisper a little and not interrupt anyone. Oh, these are cold. These are ice cold. I like them. I'm not perfect. Mm-mm. I know there's a rumor out there that I am, but I'm not. It's really chilly and cold. That's the best way to have them. These are sweet too. Mmm, juicy. These came straight from Walt Disney's backyard. And you fell for it. And you fell for it. Underrated place to sit and chill, by the way, especially during like a storm or on like golden hour or at night. It's really nice here to sit because a lot of times it'll be empty. Right now, it's like approaching what we started at 9:30. It's approaching lunchtime, so a lot of people are sitting here, but usually pretty empty. They sell these things for the hats that you put in, and it kind of soaks up the sweat and stuff. I gotta get those. It's kind of like a pad for your hat, guys. I gotta admit, you made the time fly by here. No joke, absolutely no joke. I feel like I didn't even do anything here. I had some coffee. I had a little snack. We walked around a tiny bit. Ah, I can't explain the feeling. It's just amazing. Just amazing. And I'm overcoming my insecurities and fear with every stream that goes by. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. And that's exactly how they market it. Yo, these things are so juicy, they're funny. Sometimes you can get a bad batch, but they're good. What's cool about this is it's a little jolt of sugar, has some fiber in it, healthy, seedless, easy peel. They are easy to peel. Yeah, I don't know how that would look. Let me walk around the park. I don't think it'll be good luck. Oh Lord. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. I have to bite it to peel it. I can't do it with my fingernails. I mean, I can after the initial like puncture. Oh, these are good. I need to get these again. Oh, Jaquita, look. When I came in, I took another picture of it. Look. Look what I saw. I think I could add it from my photo library. Hold on. Mm, mm, mm. Where is it? I think it's adding. Sweetheart, my love. Look what I saw again at Starbucks this morning. Jaquita, and or anyone else watching, that carrot cake whoopie pie at the top left is humongous. Like right below that picture, they had them all stacked up, ready to go in little packages. I love whoopie pies. You like whoopie pies? I like anything with cream in the middle. This is one instance I will eat the pulp. When it comes to juice, which I don't have really anymore, but when it came to juice, I don't play about the pulp. It's gotta be no pulp. Too much pulp makes me gag. Mm-mm. And I know the pulp is fiber, it's good for you. I just can't do it in liquids. I could do it like eating natural fruit though. Mm. She got sprayed with juice. Mm. I'm about to do my favorite thing right now. I'm gonna finish up here, and I'm gonna give my table to a family that's looking for a table because I do feel bad about taking up a whole table just by myself when there's families here. I know I shouldn't feel bad, but I do because I'm a person too. I'm entitled to a table. Yep, cold is even better. I like putting them sometimes in the freezer a tiny bit just to get. Let me see if I can put the waste back into the knitting. The peel is cool too, though. I like squeezing the peel and getting the zest. Love that smell. All right. Sorry to bore you with my mug, but I don't want to. I don't want. I didn't want to show other people dining. Cheryl's great. We have the cuties, the three little cuties, which were cold and juicy and fresh. Honestly, if they weren't, I would say so. And we have some water. And I'm about to turn you guys around, and we're gonna go walking. Take a look at Tower of Terror ish, and then we'll walk toward the exit, look at some merch. If you can't hang with me to the end, I appreciate it. Love you guys. If you're watching the replay, if you ninja watched it all, if you came in and out, I appreciate it very much. Just give us a like if you can. On Monday, we're going to be streaming from Universal Studios. Wednesday of next week, which is the 1st, April 1st, we're going to be at Islands. Spend some time at Islands, which I don't normally do. And then that Friday, the 3rd, we're going to be at Epic Universe. The last 2 streams I was there during a night, so I'm going to go during a day. I'm going to see if we can get into Helios and look around there. So, yeah, that's fine, Cheryl. Don't worry about it. That's fine. I've been in and out too. Thank you for coming in, even at all. I'm just sharing and saying hi before. I appreciate it. Oh god. All right, I'm gonna put my pins back because I think I exhausted my social battery. So we'll live to trade again another day. Now Universal next week doesn't do pin trading. They do pins, and we'll look at pins, but they don't do pin trading. So that sucks. There used to be one spot in Universal Studios. They did it by the Central Park section there. When you come in, and then when you make a right to ET, that little passageway of trees, Central Park looking thing after the crepe stand, that pin stand right there used to pin trade, and I got rid of it. Yeah, Helios looks cool. I looked at the food and stuff. We're gonna go there soon for a little date night, but I looked at the food and drinks. It's not up my alley because I would just end up getting a Coke Zero there. The food did not look. It looks a little too foo for me. So I got to be honest, but I'm sure I'll find something. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. All right, let me put the back mats on. Oh, there's other tables free, so I don't have to feel so bad about taking up a table. Let me finish this water because I'm not throwing this out. I'm not gonna carry this. Okay. Okay. All free goes. I'm gonna look for a trash can. Well, I gotta say, that was nice and refreshing for a change to stop and have that. As much as I would love that whoopie pie, if I had that right now, it would bog me down. I'd feel sluggish. I made wise choices today. I'm proud of myself. And we are up to 5,500 steps, which is fine. I've reached my stream goal of 5,000 steps. So anything else is just icing on the cake. I'll do one last look at these pins over here. Some store. You know what? Yesterday, I think I want to add to my pins that I collect. I collect Chip and Dale. I collect Chip and Dale, Epcot, uh, like Halloween Christmas pins. I do collect events or new places or new resorts that me and Ed visit together. So that's a personal touch. But I'm thinking of adding a little Beauty and the Beast to my collection because I tend to like the colors and it's my favorite live action movie. I'm gonna go check the times here real quick, but I'm pretty sure we missed our chance, which is fine. You're not stressing about them. Belle, I like Belle, yeah, and the Beast. I love everything about Beauty and the Beast. So, what time is it? We started like 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Yeah, I think we missed it, which is fine because I don't want to wait here till 1, at least, in this area. But I love this whole street here. I love the trolley car. The sun's in my eyes again, guys. So if you're commenting, give me like in 1 second. I'll come over here to the shade. But when I'm here, I do. Tower of Terror also scares the crap out of me. But once I'm off of it, uh, I feel so nice. But the build up to it is insane. But when I'm here by myself, I just like walking up to it, even if I'm not riding it. I like hearing the screams from people up there, which you might hear in a second. And I love just watching. I have great memories riding Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time. I used to watch videos of plus size people, and they said that Rock and Roller Coaster is safe for plus size people, like you could fit on it. And it was my first upside down coaster that I went on. And I know it's nothing serious, but I'll always remember it. Ooh, the line for Tower of Terror goes out here. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. But look how beautiful the tower is. I think they no longer use Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in the advertising and the merch. They do there, but I've heard they on that sign they have it. It could be an old sign. I heard they kind of slowly dropped saying like Twilight Zone, even though inside they have the video playing. I don't know. I heard that. It could be a rumor. Who knows? Who cares? It's a great ride. Damn, the line comes all the way. I've never seen the line come out here ever. This is another week beginning. Here are the wait times if you can see it. I'm in the sun. I could barely see it, so I'm not sure if you can. But I like that these turn digital and they could change anything anytime. One day, you know what? I'd like to come next week and close out this park like we did with Epcot and see the whatever show they have here. I'm not sure even what they have here. I'm not sure if it's a projection show or fireworks, but I would love to come do that next week. That'd be a kind of cool thing to do. And here they have the Muppets already painted over. That took Aerosmith quite quickly the day after, right after they started the changes. They took Aerosmith right off and they painted the car Muppet style. I wonder how much of it they're going to change. Obviously, they're not going to. Yep, it's round two for spring break. Round two for spring break. I know next week begins spring break for Northeast. Um, last weekend is spring break for people here. But I guarantee you, someone's having a spring break. Nowadays, it's not just 1 week; it's staggered throughout the month. Oh, more pins. Let's see what they have here. Well, there's the guitar that's under construction. It's supposed to look like this. That's cool. I can't wait to see that lit up. Let's see what they have for me. Some villains merch. I like these little bags they have recently. It's the first time seeing these. Oh, next week is Georgia. Yep. I think you can pretty much write off the whole end of March, pretty much all of April. It's probably smart just to come on vacation at the end of April. Wow. I'll go with them. Mm, nothing too different. But I love the options. I love that they have the pins everywhere. I can't wait to ride Rock and Roller Coaster again. By the way, my second coaster that went upside down was the Incredicoaster at DCA in California. I was showing a video. We just happened to see it on TV or something or a YouTube video, and I'm like, my God, yeah, we have to go back because last time we rode it, like I want to say that first time we rode it, we got addicted. I mean, Iad's been on Velocicoaster and a lot more rough coasters, but that was a big accomplishment for me. Rock and Roller Coaster and Incredicoaster. Um, and we rode it like 4 times that day. And I told Iad that day, I tell him all the time, I go, I could literally sit in that park, buy lightning lanes over and over and over. I could ride it like all night. The one thing we didn't do was ride it at night that time. So I can't wait to go back and ride it at night. Yeah, sure, I know. The good thing though about being the local, you have the power and control of what you want to do. And once you hit your threshold, you could kind of call it quits easily and head back out, or just come in like I'm doing for the vibes, where the crowds really don't affect me, you know. So Yeah. But I love this street, looking down on this walking block, especially at night, golden hour, but even during the day, it's special. That's the power of a local and a local pass holder. The power to say, you know what? I'm getting the hell out of here. This ain't for me, not today. I think what helps me with streaming with my anxiety sometimes is I hold the gimbal close to my chest, so a lot of people don't see it, and it doesn't bother too many people. I like holding it close to my chest because it keeps it eye level for you guys, and you still get a good view. And every once in a while, I can check the chat, but I hold it close to me. Some of my favorite seats and benches to sit on when you could grab them. Sometimes, like now, they'd be a little too hot, which is why people aren't sitting there. But great spots. You've been to the beach during spring break, praying. Yep. The key to the riptides is to swim parallel to the shore, but that's easier said than done when you're panicking and struggling. I saw it in Tampa, Jaquita. It was like thousands and thousands of people on the beach, and of course, the public being what it is, there was like a gunshot, and everyone started running on the beach. There's videos of it with people just running like crazy on the beach. Oh, what do we got here? I like these colors. I like that bag. I like that pink. No, I like some of this. I actually like that pink lounge fun. I'm not gonna lie. I wear I wear regular backpacks. I can't imagine wearing lounge flies. I think my back might be too big for that. My big back. I think it would look like a tic tac on my back. I never really passed through here too much. They're on their way to where that Donald was before to do their thing. Chippendale usually joins them. They're a good band. I made some shorts about them. Chippendale, we're getting down to them. They're a good time. They're a good vibe. I'm gonna go to that store right here, and then we'll walk our way through the stores to the front. What are you munching on today, Japrit? Anything good? You having lunch? How's the weather? Did it get any warmer or no? Is it still miserable out? There are a few items in here that I like. I'm not gonna get, but I like it. Like I like these shirts. I like that green. Let's see. There you go. Jaquita, I know what you want me to buy here. I'm ready for a nap too. I'm about to close out the stream in a little bit. But Jaquita, before you go, should I get this for you? Should I get that for you? Okay, I'll get that. I'll get the. I gotta walk out to make this joke. I'll get the fedora and you get the whip, and we can role play. We can role play. That does sound good though. Pumpkin bar with cream cheese. Indiana Jones in the quest for the safe word, and it's just 2 hours of you whipping me. All right, Indiana Jones. That's the Starbucks, by the way. I know you guys know that, but I often forgot until recently that Starbucks is in there. You could kind of see the Starbucks logo right there. It's just not in the usual green. So that's why I always miss it. Like adults. You're a little too excited about that, Chiquita. But I must admit, so am I. So am I, baby. All right, we'll see what's in here. And then we'll exit through the other side by the entrance. It's going to be very crowded in here, so I'll be zigzagging a lot. Oh, look at the little babies. As soon as I see one in Chippendale, I'm going to get it. Oh, look at the little jackets. I could get that for Gaston. Wow, it's crowded. Let's take a look at my favorite plushies. I like these new bags they're doing. So cute. Castle bag. What's up, Casey? What's up? Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm having an anxiety attack. Casey, let me see. If I subscribe to your stream right now, will you wear a Donald Duck hat right now and sing me happy birthday to me? Ah, Casey, I love you. Happy birthday. But no, I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. First of all, it's too hot, and I ain't going back into that store. But I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. Where are we traveling from here, guys? Boston. Let's go to Boston. All right, please give me guys 1 more minute. I'm gonna exit, and we can say our parting words of wisdom to each other. Once I get into the middle of the hub here, Tokyo. Oh, I would love to go there one day. I need to see what the foreign parks have to offer. Have a good day. Cheryl, love you. Chiquita, love you. You guys, you go have a nice rest and work off that pumpkin bar. Cheryl, you and Reggie have a great weekend. I thank you so much, my friends. Love you guys to death. Thank you for everyone who came in, dropped in, new friends, old. Thank you for the deep conversations. I love you guys, but I'm gonna head home to my car, turn on the AC, and get out of here. I'll see you guys Monday. I'll see you next week from Universal. Be good.